Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Championship Sunday here at the Bloomington Ice Gardens for the 2019 PeeWee Challenge, brought to you by PeeWee. Today's championship features the visiting Richield Spartans and the home side Ramsey Rams in the boys minor division. Now for the starting lineups. First, for the visiting Richield Spartans from Bloomington, starting in goal, number 30, Owen Lumber. Starting on defense from Chaska, number 6, Zachary Markwell. And from Bloomington, number 64, Ame Hazardar. Starting in forward positions from Apple Valley, number 3, Gavin McNeil. From Richield, number 28, Cole Cheeseman. And from West Fargo, number 17, T.J. Hale. Richield is coached by A.J. Hazardar and Mike Cheeseman. Please welcome the rest of the Spartans. Now the starting lineup for the Ramsey Rams. Starting in goal from Rosemount, number 30, Aiden Finch. Starting on defense for Medina, number 2, Jack Fitzgerald. And from Farmington, number 8, Helen Conway. Starting on the wings, number 19 from West Fargo, Keaton Junks. Number 11 from Fargo, Zach Zimmerman. And from Lake Elmo, don't blame me, number 22, Wingnut Brunschauer. Well, let's welcome the rest of the Rams. The Rams are coached by Jack Sager. Ladies and gentlemen, please rise as you are able and remove your caps for the playing of the Star Spangled Banner.
Back at the Bloomington Ice Gardens, we are ready for the boys minor final here in the PeeWee Challenge. We have in the red to our right, Richield, and in the blue to our left, Ramsey. The starting goaltenders for this game, Aiden Finn of Rosemount for Ramsey and Owen Lunenburg from Bloomington for Richield, who actually does have a player from Richield, Cole Cheeseman, the forward. And the teams break the huddles. We're ready to go, and it's the same as with the girls' minor final just finished. 2 21-minute halves. No resurface. And we are ready to go. Richield working right to left as we call the first period. Gavin McNeil from Apple Valley on for the face-off, and he lost the draw there. Back in the corner it goes. Kellen Conway of Farmington back for it. And he feeds up the near wing. And here comes Ramsey to center. Pass ahead. It's picked up by Cole Braunshausen, who goes by Wingnut. So we're going to call him that. And now it's behind the net. Fed around on the near side boards. And here comes Richield. Cleared to the near boards. Banked ahead, and Conway will play it back in his blue line. And will backhand a pass over D to D. And now the Rams will step through center. Now stepping up to intercept the pass for Richield is Avi Kazergod, 64. He's over the line. He centers it, and a rising shot over the top of the goal by TJ Hale from West Fargo. Now it comes over to the far side. It's picked up by Zachary Markwell from Chaska. Cleared around, is going to come all the way back into the Richield zone to the left side, and back for it is Gabriel Perrin from Bloomington. Long pass up the middle. Gets by everybody. No icing, as they rule that Kyler Flanders of Austin could have played the puck, but he lost the race to the puck. It's centered, and Finn, hugging the right post, keeps that puck away. Cleared back to the corner, going after it. Cooper Siegert from Faribault clears up the wing, but not out. Held in by Perrin. Now Ramsey is able to circle with it. Tate Hardacre from Excelsior will play the puck ahead, and it's past Shea Kwame of Grand Forks into the zone. Played up the wing boards. Now rink wide. It is going to be held into the zone. High in the slot, but winning the physical battle there. Richield, it comes out to center, and it's controlled there by Nicholas Carls of Coon Rapids. He falls as he hits the line. And loose to the near side boards now. Loose to the left point finally, and Cooper Rano unable to hold it in. Played out to center, and here comes Ramsey. Through center. This is Cooper Siegert. Tried to cut to the slot, then left it instead for a teammate. Goes off to the far side boards, and behind the net, Richield will get possession. We played 2 minutes here, the opening half of play. And Richield is able to bring the puck through center. Over the line they come. And A.J. Francisco unable to fall. He's wearing the traditional Francisco 13. A lot of players in his family have worn that number through the years. And here comes Ramsey over the line. And this is Tate Hardacre. Goes back behind the net, flips to the far circle, and Ramsey trying to hold it in. Now the puck will come out to the near side and out to center. And Hardacre knocked it back into his zone. Chasing after it there is Andrew Benolkin of Apple Valley. Centering pass is picked off and played back behind the net by Brunshausen, who has had quite a tournament. He's had 10 points for Ramsey, 6 goals and 4 assists. He hits the line, and then it runs off the end of his stick. They play forward in the left corner. Back forward is Sam Peckham of Edina for Richield. And now cleared around on the near side to Cheeseman. To the point, but not out. Held in by Benolkin. He works towards the slot, takes a shot, and a save made. The first one of the game there by Owen Lunneborg of Bloomington. And now Richield able to clear to center. They will carry it through center. It's Benolkin. Feeds the right side for Mason Miner. Wearing the Lindros-like 88 for Ramsey, but now here comes Richield back. McNeil down the far wing will carry over the line. McNeil cuts to the slot, takes a shot, and he dragged it just wide of the goaltender's left post as he looked at it. Finn had the angle covered, and now loose to the far side, picked up and chipped to center. Cooper Siegert plays it ahead. Over the line, Siegert feeds the right, and Zach Zimmerman. Now behind the goal, defender falls. Zimmerman will go after it in the near corner. Zimmerman there, leaves it, and Siegert behind the net. They try to play a little two-man game there, and now here comes Richield down the near wing. Carl's over the line. He takes a shot, and a stick save made there by Finn off to the left boards. Now cleared to center. It's on the wrong side of both defensemen. Kazergod goes back for it. In the left corner, he lost a battle. A centering pass in front, and a good opportunity there for Ramsey's Keaton Junt. And that fails to connect. Here's Kwame feeding it over to the left side. Now Fitzgerald, Jack Fitzgerald of Edina, plays it down into the far corner. Richield able to restore some order, and Markwell feeds the center. And here they come. Liam Hamry of Victoria, 55. And he was detained at neutral ice. Play is back in the Richield zone. And for Ramsey, it's Casey Vandertop of Edina. Feeding it to the circle. Now loose in the right corner as they go after it with 16 minutes to play in the first half. Swung around to the near side for Conway at the top of the circle, and he can't see the net. Plays it down behind the goal. Kazergod after it in the left corner. It runs towards the front of the net, and here comes Richield. As they are able to come to center with some speed, they'll break out 2 against 2, and it's Francisco over the line. Takes a shot, and it came off the glove of Finn. He left it in the slot, and now picked up along the far wall and carried back out to center by Dalen Klein of Shakopee. Fed over to the near side, and here's Richield coming back. Perrin will play it back in deep. Goaltender Finn sets it up behind the goal, comes out the left side. Now the pass is blocked and loose to the right corner in the Ramsey zone, and it's controlled. Here's a centering pass and a shot right on by Klein, and a save made by Finn. Face-off coming up, 15-18 to go in the first half. After the game, we will announce the player of the tournament. These teams played each other on Saturday, and it was a 3-2 win for Ramsey. Good contest there. Ramsey lost their first game, I should say, and then won 3 in a row, including a win over this Richield team. So they've kind of found themselves a little bit here in this all-star competition. And now here comes Ramsey down the near wing. This is Lubke. Cameron Lubke over the line. Ooh, a nice one-handed centering pass. Comes all the way through. And Tate Hardacre plays it to the far corner as we pass the 6-minute mark of the first period. First penalty of the game is coming up. It's going to go against Ramsey. There were no penalties called in the girls' game, so it's actually our first penalty of the day on this ice, and it comes at 6 minutes and 10 seconds of the opening period. Heading to the box and a trip for Ramsey is Seth Carlson of Grand Rapids. So our first power play of the game will go to Richield. Over the line comes Richield, setting up a power play. It's Gavin McNeil feeding the right, a backhanded centering pass. A good opportunity for Hale, and it went off the heel of his stick. So a good opportunity there for Richield to get on the board first. Here's Peckham feeding the far side, 1.5 minutes on the power play. And Hale over the line will chip it in deep. Now back behind the goal, Kyler Flanders for Ramsey. There's to carry it out, and he will get to the slot area before it's poked back, and now relayed out to center past Zimmerman and back into the Richield zone where they will regroup on the power play. Francisco down the near wing will carry it over the line. Francisco cuts to the slot, takes a shot, knocked down by Finn, and the goal has come off. We're going to get a face-off with 1:03 minutes to go in the power play. Face-off coming up to the right of Aiden Finn. Cleared, but not out. And flipped wide of the goal. Now a centering pass to the right edge. The whole thing started by Kazergod. Held in the puck and put it on goal. Let his teammates create some havoc, but now they're working to set up their power play again. Klein looking for Francisco, and he's got him behind the goal. Francisco then tried to play it past Miner and couldn't. 1/2 minute in the power play. Now it's centered up the slot. Here's a shot there by Spenningsby that winds up going wide. Check that. That was Zach Markwell. Now a backhanded shot floats wide off Francisco's stick. And Junt plays to the right point. It's going to be held in by Kazergod there once and twice. Now the puck finally cleared to center with 10 seconds in the power play. Avi Kazergod over the line. And a weak shot there. Staved by Finn, but Kazergod followed it to the corner. Now Ramsey's back at full strength as Kazergod in the corner looking for some help. Now feeds it behind the net. And Richield will set up on this power play. Cooper Ranow goes behind the goal. And we get a whistle. As the nets come off again, we'll get a face-off with 12:36 to go in a scoreless first. Ramsey and Richield in the boys' minor final. No score. Cooper Ranow for Richield. Their leading scorer with 4, along with 3 players, Gavin McNeil and Avi Kazergod, all with 4 points, but Ranow has 3 goals, so we'll put him at the top of that list. And Bronshausen for Ramsey, 6 goals, 4 assists for 10 points. Now cleared out to center, and here comes Ramsey back after having killed off the penalty. Cooper Siegert to the slot, and it ran through to the near side boards. Richield gaining possession, turning it back there, Conway. Now Richield back in over the line. Perrin, right wing shot, and a save made by Finn. Face-off coming up in the Ramsey zone. 12:05 to play in the first. No score, second game out of 4 here today. And we're about 20 minutes from kickoff at US Bank Stadium, so NFL Week 1 as well. What a night for the Twins last night. They lose their best pitcher for suspensions for the rest of the season and come back and defeat Cleveland. They 6.5 up. Now it's behind the goal. A loose at the left edge, and Finn hugging the left post does his job there. Now he sticks away a centering pass. Richield buzzing here. It's Hale feeding it over to Perrin. Shot through traffic, loose, and Finn made one stop. It's loose in front of the net, and his teammates are able to restore some order, and back through the center comes Brunshausen. He's over the line. Brunshausen feeds. Well, he thought he was going to feed, but he actually did not. So don't get ahead of yourself there, Jeffrey. And here's Gavin McNeil along the boards, clear to the left side, and out to center it comes. Brunshausen tried to play it forward and had it knocked off his stick. Zimmerman fed it in, but Richield able to clear it through Francisco. Into center, cleared it right into the middle of a line change, and now here's McNeil chasing after it for Richield. He's got it on the half boards. Nice pass up the slot, and a shot goes wide off the defense there as Liam Hamry with a decent opportunity from about 40 feet out. Face-off coming up in the Ramsey zone with 10 minutes and 46 seconds to play in the first half. Here's Francisco, and he dragged a shot that went off the defense wide to the near boards. And it's Benolkin from Apple Valley playing it over to the far side. Francisco picks that off along the wall. Cleared past Francisco to the right point, and now here is Henrik Spenningsby playing it down. Now a centering pass is behind the intended receiver, and Ramsey's able to pick that up. Here's Benolkin down the far side. A pass to center is carried in by Kwame. And then he lost possession to Sam Peckham. Cleared to the far corner. Four-car pile up there. Now it comes loose to the right edge. The goal has been dislodged as Lunenburg was able to use his stick to steer it away from his right post. But the goal came off to get a stoppage. We have played 11 minutes. Just over halfway through the first half of play here. Now cleared around on the far side, and here comes Richield through center. Nicholas Carls from Coon Rapids over the line, takes a shot, went off the defense and just wide of Finn's goal to the right side as the goaltender looked at it. Now from his knees, the puck played to the near side. It's picked up by Lubke from Rogers. That's Cameron Lubke. Up the slot as he fell. The shot by Carls goes wide. Now behind the net, chasing after it is Nathan Garski. Another one from Grand Rapids. Now Garski along the goal line. Backhanded centering pass. They score as it came in front and it was swept in. And that's Cooper Ranow with the goal for Richield. .11:36, the time of the goal. And it's 1-0. Here comes Ramsey back. Siegert trying to swing in front. Wait for the announcement of the assists, but Ranow with the goal. Cleared over to the far side. It's Hale trying to play it out and can't. Karski and Carls get assists on the goal by Rano at 11:36 of the opening half. Now it's played into the zone by Zimmerman. Rings the boards and comes to the left point, and now picked up by Richield, cleared and held in neatly on the line. Then brought back in offside. That was Tate Hardacre from Excelsior doing the work along the far boards. Puck loose in the Richield zone. Keegan Kadrowski from Blaine behind the goal. Feeding around the near side. 8.5 to go in our first. Now Minor over the line and knocked off his stick, and it runs deep into the Richield zone to the right. A middle breakout, that didn't work, and there's a shot, a glove catch as Casey Vandertop stole the puck and got about a 25-foot opportunity, and Lunenburg saw it all the way and made a glove save. Face-off coming up to his right with 8:05 to go in the first, and a 1-0 lead for Richield in the red here as the PeeWee Challenge plays down here in the boys minor division. Girls major coming up, followed by boys major in the last game of our day today. Loose at center. Now comes to the near side boards, and it is swept in by Rano, who has the goal. Off to the left corner. And it runs around on the right side. Carls can't hold it in, and now here comes Ramsey. 2-on-1, and the one out. Nice defensive play by Peckham to block the pass. Just the way you coach it. Now it comes to the near side boards, and they're trying to work that puck around. Kwame feeds it up the slot, and it's swept out to center. Here's Rano back. He's got a player on his left, and over the line he comes. His shot is deflected over the top of the cage by Benulkin. Loose along the near side boards. Here comes Ramsey down the near wing. Brownshausen over the line. On his backhand, he shoots, and that was poked away. Lunenburg might have got a piece of that one. It comes to the near side boards. And we get a whistle behind the play. We are going to have a hooking penalty. Time of the penalty is 14 minutes and 14 seconds. Quite symmetrical, but Avi Kazergod is going to take the penalty for Richield. So Ramsey with its first power play, trailing 1-0. 6:46 to go in the opening half. Play to the left corner. Cheeseman feeds it behind the goal. Perrin tried to relay it out, but Ramsey's going to hold this one in. They will take possession. Centering pass is picked off, though, and flipped towards the left point, and it comes out to center before Fitzgerald can get there. He and Conway are the defensemen on this power play unit, at least the part of it that we have seen. Now a centering pass loose at the left edge, and it's swiped nearly on goal there by Lubke. Went off the defense. Now Lubke in the near corner lost possession. Goes back after it, though. Two from each team, and now Richield is going to win the puck, and they will carry it to center. It's played ahead by Cheeseman. He still has it. He's 1-against-4 as his teammates are changing. Cheeseman goes in against the boards. There's a penalty coming on Ramsey. Cooper Seegert is going to go. And a body check, I believe, will be called here. And they call it checking from behind. So, time of the penalty, 15 minutes and 11 seconds of the first half, and it means we skate four aside for 1:03, followed by a 57-second power play for Richield, which leads 1-0 on a goal through Cooper Rano. and the checking from behind penalty. Will result in an extra penalty.
Ramsey penalty assessed to number 17, Cooper's here. A 2-minute minor for hitting from behind and a 10-minute.
And it's also an automatic misconduct penalty, so.
In 49 seconds. That's Ramsey's Igor, a 2-minute minor for hitting from behind and a 10-minute misconduct. The 2-minute minor will be served by number 2, Jack Fitzgerald.
Jack Fitzgerald is in to serve the penalty, so it's 2 and 10 for checking from behind. And here is Peckham shooting, save made. Puck comes up the slot. Follow up is chipped in. They score. Richfield's Cheeseman. And as such, the actual Richfield resident scores for Richfield when each team is skating 4 aside. And the goal comes at 15:29 to make it 2-0. Team still skating 4 aside for 45 seconds. Played back into the Ramsey zone and Minor on the near side. Oh, and they've given the goal to Klein. Interesting. So they've given the goal to Dalen Klein at 15:29. Now it's loose. They score, and it's Ramsey getting right back into it. Still skating 4 aside, so they needed that goal, which comes at 15 minutes and 54 seconds, so just 25 seconds after Klein's goal for Richfield. Ramsey gets back into it.
Goal scored by number 19, Keaton Junt. Assisted by number 9, Casey Vandertop, and number 7, Andrew Benalken. Time to even strength goal, 5 minutes and 6 seconds.
So it's Junt from Vanderburg and Benalken at 15:54. And that cuts the Richfield lead to 2-1, 4:55 to go in the half. Still 4 aside for 9 seconds, and then a power play of 53 seconds duration for Richfield. Now Kazergod steps back on, and it's a power play for just under a minute for Richfield. And here they come through center. Poke check to the blue line and played back in there by Cooper Ranow. Comes behind the goal. Now banked out to center. And Richfield in possession, cleared around to the right side, and after it there is Kadrowski. Cleared into the Ramsey zone to the left. And it's played back. Now down the near wing they come. Too far for Kwame, who has to chase after it. He will lose the foot race there to Perrin, who had a better angle, and now Perrin will come out. Right wing pass. 9 seconds of power play time left, and they're going to break this up. And Ramsey through center. Brownshausen over the line, feeds the right. Here's a shot as they step back onto full strength. Puck runs up the goaltender Lunenberg's arm, and he falls on it as Brownshausen had a shorthanded opportunity. 3:43 to go in the first half. 2-1 for Richfield, which is the visiting team on our scoreboard. Puck on the slot from the face-off, and here's a drive from the left point, and they score! Deflected home, might have been Vandertop getting a deflection. They're congratulating him like it was his as Hardacre took the initial shot, and it's tipped home to get Ramsey a tie score here with 3:34 to go. 17 minutes and 26 seconds is the time of that goal. And we'll see who is officially credited.
Rams goal, scored by number 21.
Nope, it's given to Hardacre.
Assisted by number 4, Kylan Flanders, and number 24, Cameron Luke. Time of the even strength goal.
Flanders and Lubke getting assists, so they didn't say that it was tipped. So Hardacre gets the goal from the point, and it's 2-2. Here's a centering pass, and it's steered wide as Gavin McNeil getting Richield back on the attack. 2-2 tie. Centering pass as they work it towards the slot is broken up, fed to the far side, and Junt plays it, and it hits the reserve goaltender on the bench. Saw that happen in the first game, too. Play stopped when a spare goaltender touched the puck hanging over the boards. That happened again here. .252 to go in the first half of a 2-2 game. There is a shot deflected down as Peckham. The point, initial opportunity there. Now it's played down by Dalen Klein. He leaves it. Here's Francisco shooting right on, and a save by Finn. Face off to his right coming. 2:36 to go. Here comes Ramsey rather. On the face-off, Zimmerman plays it in deep. Zimmerman in the far corner, 2:21 to go. Centering pass, Francisco steers that one wide to the boards. And now Richield will pick it off and carry to center. Over the line they come. Liam Hamry centers it, and Finn might have got a piece of that off to the far boards where Francisco chases after it. He'll come off the goal line with it, and then is stripped of the puck by Fitzgerald. Fed to the far side, Conway behind the goal for Ramsey around to the near side. Kwame with under 2 minutes to go. Left wing pass, and now they feed the center circle. It's tipped down by Rano and back into the Richield zone. Peckham cleans it up. Over the line, Peckham leaves a drop pass for Rano. Back to Peckham. Those two figure to be rivals in a few years anyway. Dinah and Minnetonka there. Here's a shot right on. A save made by Finn. Rebound is steered wide. Good opportunity for Carls there. And we get a whistle as the nets come off. Face off with 1:20 to go in the first half of play. Big day in the Twin Cities for sports. Both the Vikings and the Twins at home today. There's a shot right on from the face-off, and Lunenburg makes a save. St. Paul Saints also playing a playoff game today. It was out there last night to take in that game. The Fargo Moorhead Redhawks, the visitors there, and the Saints staved off elimination with a win last night. Having a perfect game thrown at them through 6 innings, and they wound up going on to win 6-4. Less than a minute to play in the first half. And it's dug out. Here comes Richield to center. Cheeseman down the near wing. Now tried to drag it to the slot. Loose. Now he swings around and tries to jam it in. It runs along the goal line. And it's cleared to the left point. Here's a drive that goes over the top by Perrin. And it comes to the far side. Another shot. Glove catch made by Finn. On a rising shot by Hale. And we're going to face off with under half a minute to play. Actually, that was Kadrowski, 27 instead of 17. The tucked in jersey got me again. So face off to the left of the Ramsey goal with under half a minute to play in the first half. Klein tried to step through there, lost it, comes to the right point, Kazergod, and he Lost out to Zimmerman, but Kazergod, good positioning there. Steals the outlet pass, runs it along the blue line for Francisco. And now Francisco takes it deep behind the goal, swings around the near side, leaves it, and carrying on is Markwell. Now he's tied up by a couple of blue shirts in the corner as the first half will come to an end, and our score is 2-2. Ramsey and Richield will take a brief timeout and come back with our second half in a moment. You're enjoying the PeeWee Challenge here on the Youth Hockey Hub. From Bloomington Ice Gardens, Jeff Pappas is with you today. Glad to have you along here at the PeeWee Challenge. Play controlled by Ramsey. Kazergod in the center circle. Feeds the left, and over the line they come. Richield grabbed a 2-0 lead in this first half, only to see it slip away, and the teams swap out the goaltenders as well. Aiden Hessian goal from St. Paul for Ramsey. And Nate Larson from Lakeville is in goal for Richield. Now Kazergod in the left corner, doing some nice work defensively. Over to Markwell. Puck runs through to the near side. Zimmerman tried to play it in front, and that was stolen away. And here comes Richield back. And they have 3 against 3. McNeil from deep centers it, and it slides all the way through past Cheeseman. Picked up along the boards by Kwame, and here comes Ramsey back. Kwame over the line. And lost possession in the left corner. Kazergod plays it ahead, and Richield is able to pick it up. Saucer pass to the right, and over the line they come. Garski, rising shot over the top of the goal. Nathan Garski of Grand Rapids. Having the chance to call him very much today. So happy to do that now. And here's Junt, who is a goal here. He lost possession. It's picked up by Carls, and here comes Richield back. So 2 Grand Rapids players on the ice for them at the moment, and now fed to the far boards. Carls tried to center it, and it goes back to the left corner. Fitzgerald around on the near side. And that's swung around by Conway. Back over to Fitzgerald. Lost possession there. McNeil looks to center. A shot and a save made by Hesse off to the near boards. Follow-up shot from the wing boards, and that's saved as well. Rebound cleared by Junt. Back out to center, and here's Peckham leaving a drop pass. Now they try to feed the center circle, and it's controlled by Ranow, and here comes the Minnetonka scoring man. He falls and then plays it back behind the goal. Conway will clean up there for Ramsey. Feeds the left side boards. Junt can't get it out, and Conway will have to come back for it. Just over 2 minutes gone here in our second half in a 2-2 game. Peckham for Richield turns it back to the blue line, controlled and carried forward by Conway, but then he was stripped. Here comes Klein. He leaves a drop pass, and it's Hamry. He takes a shot, and that's sticked over the top of the goal by Hesse. And now Ramsey trying to find a way out. They do get to center with it, and now feed the right. Here they come. Kwame. He doesn't have an angle to goal, as Peckham did a nice job there, staying square to him, and now it comes out to center, back into the Ramsey zone, and Benolkin feeds it over to the far, and now gets it back. And he will bank it to center ice. Played ahead and back in by Perrin for Richield. Behind the goal, Miner beat the first man and now flips one to center. Hops Zimmerman, but he comes back for it. It's 3 against 2 if they hurry. Zimmerman feeds it over to the near side, and that's broken up and shoved off to the boards, and a nice play by Perrin. Now up the slot it comes, and here comes Richield down the near wing. This is Hale. He had line mates changing. Check that, Francisco, and he goes in deep, takes a centering pass, and Hesse sticked it away. Puck comes to the far side boards, and here's Ramsey coming through center. Too far for Zimmerman, runs off the end of his blade. Back for it is the other number 11, Perrin, feeding over to the far side, and now it's tipped to center, and stepping through to control it there is Cheeseman over the line, and he lost possession to Miner in the left corner. They go in against the boards. Miner flips it ahead, held in at the point by Garski, and now played down, and after it for Richield is Cheeseman. Back behind the net it comes. Now fed out to the right point. Here's a top slap shot by Keegan Kodrowski, and it comes back out to center, and here comes Ramsey. Over the line, Brunshausen, and he is knocked off the puck wide. He centers it. There's nobody home. His teammates were changing. Nice idea there, but nobody there to follow up. The puck shot the length of the ice by Richield, and that will be an icing call on them with 16 minutes and 38 seconds to play in regulation in our second game. Now from the face-off, play is in the Richield zone, and back behind the net, Kazergod come out the left side with it. Fed up the middle. Rano had it run off his skates, and Ramsey able to control it through Junt, and his shot goes wide of the goal. Comes to the near boards. 16 minutes left as Kazergod goes behind his goal. Feeds over to the far side. It's picked up there by Garski, cleared but not out. Now it does come out. Rano skating backwards there to get control. Gets possession over the line. He's 1 against 4 though. And it's going to go into the bench and a stoppage. Now here comes Richield to the line. It's broken up there, and it's Brunshausen picking it up. And he will carry it in deep. He goes behind the net. A centering pass. He thought he'd scored, but it was underneath Nate Larson. And we'll get a face-off coming up. Richield controls behind the goal. Brunshausen plays it ahead to Zach Zimmerman, and over the line he comes. He goes behind the net. Turned back by Peckham. Now here they come to center, and they've got 2 against 3. And this is Hamry sweeping in from deep. Shot, save, Francisco, rebound, and the nets come off again as Hamry was knocked into it, and now the Ramsey player, Siegert, is done serving his misconduct penalty. The check from behind, so he'll come back out. That's an automatic penalty. No malice in the check, certainly, but it was from behind, and it was the right call, so the officials called it by the book, and especially at this level, you don't want to see players hit from behind. Play it out to center, and Richfield's Hale plays it in. Here they come. Gavin McNeil tries to come to the slot, lost possession. Miner couldn't get it out, sent it across. They score! And Richfield has gone back in front. And it's Cole Cheeseman doing the celebration, so I tried to give him a goal earlier, so we'll see if that's the case here. 6 minutes, 29 seconds, the time of the go-ahead goal for Richfield. And here comes Cheeseman again, and he's taken off the puck. Comes out of the corner with it. Cheeseman again, closes in, he shoots, and that goes wide. Long rebound, Brownshausen down the far side. He cuts in. And it is Cheeseman's goal. Now a shot, and it's underneath the goaltender, Larson.
Number 17, TJ Hale. Time of the goal, 14 minutes and 31 seconds. That's Richfield's Cheeseman from
Perrin and Hale get assists on the goal by Cheeseman, and it is now 3-2 for Richfield. 14 minutes and 7 seconds to go. Plenty of time, but good matchup here. These teams played a one-goal game earlier, and there's a shot from the point, and a glove catch by Larson, and a face-off coming up. Vikings have just scored a touchdown. Adam Thielen, 23-yard reception from Kirk Cousins, and the Vikings are on the board on their first possession of the season. Play in the zone. Here's Francisco. He takes a shot and a save made by Hesse against the left post. Clear to head out to center, and back comes Richfield. Carls chasing after it. It's going to go the length of the ice. No icing called. 13:03 to go in the second half, and a 3-2 lead for Richfield. Cheeseman with the go-ahead goal. And now here is Ramsey in possession. Kyler Flanders, he takes a shot, and it's slowed down on the way to the goal off the defense, and he has to charge in for it. Now plays it down to the corner. It's picked up by Kwame. Goes back behind the net, and Ramsey setting up, looking for a attempt at a tying goal. There's a shot that goes wide. The far side, Flanders crashing in from the point, and the puck is going to run past him out to center, and Ramsey will come back for it. This is Tate Hardacre. He scored their second goal, and over the line they come. Extra move there by Seth Carlson from Grand Rapids, and he goes down. Played over and behind the net finally. One Grand Rapids player for Ramsey, two for Richfield in this contest. Now played to the blue line, and out to center it comes. Down the near wing, it's McNeil. Long shot, Hesse against the right post, makes the save. Back behind the net, it's controlled by Hardacre out the far side, and he rink wides one. It's going to come all the way back into the Richfield zone for an icing call. 11 minutes and 53 seconds to play. We'll go back for the face-off to the left of Aiden Hesse in the Ramsey zone. Shot from the face-off, and that is stick by Hesse over the top of the cage. Ramsey gets possession. Poked at center by Markwell, and now he'll come back for it. Markwell leaves a drop for Kazergod in his zone. Avi Kazergod will bank it behind the net neatly to his defense partner. Markwell up the near wing. Will carry it over the line, puts on the brakes, centers it, and it's going to slide all the way through to the far side. Kazergod coming in from the point to help, but his forward was there, as were two defenders, so he opted to come back out. Now, Ramsey circling through center, and Zimmerman plays it in deep and heads for the bench as they change. Kazergod claims it in the left corner, then leaves a drop for Markwell. In the left corner, he tries to break out up the middle, flipped it in front of his cage instead. Now it's controlled by Richield, and they will try to saucer one to center, picked up by Garski, and he relays it in as Richield will get a change. Under 11 minutes to play. First game, the girls' game, went overtime. And we wonder if this one will as well, but Ramsey's got to find another way into the net to get us tied up before we can consider that. And here comes Markwell over the line. He feeds the right wing. Now, running along the blue line, Francisco feeds the near circle. Hamry tried a shot, and that was deflected. Fed over to the far side. And now a pass to center is picked up by Brownshausen. He's over the line 1 against 4, and then he is shoved off the play by Spenningsby. And it comes to the right corner, and Ramsey trying to dig it out. Now 10:05 to go, and here comes Francisco over the line. Francisco gets past the defender, closes in, goes to his backhand, shoots, and a save is made. And a nice rush there by A.J. Francisco. He just put his shoulder down, beat the defender Flanders to the outside. And put a shot on goal. Now they'll try to come out of the corner. Cheeseman unable to bring it in front, and Kwame feeds the left, and here comes Ramsey. Under 10 to play. Now a drop pass picked off by Hale. Feeds to center, and here's Cheeseman. Over to the right. McNeil broken up at the blue line. McNeil back out to center with it. Tried to feed Cheeseman in the center circle, and it didn't work out. And now carrying it over the line for Ramsey is Kwame. He takes a shot. It was knuckling, and it comes on to Nate Larson, who gets a stoppage. Face-off coming up to the left of the Richield goal. Now on the far side, Ramsey controls it. Junt lost possession, and Richield will come out to center. Garski takes a shot, and it's sticked over the top by Hesse, but trying to claim it along the boards. Perrin then feeds it down into the near side corner. Back behind the net. Benolkin has it, and he tries to saucer one out. It ran up the forechecker, didn't know where it was. And we got a whistle. We have a cross-checking penalty coming. And Cooper Rano will head to the penalty box, and it will put Ramsey on a power play. "12 minutes and 14 seconds. Faceoff is coming outside the Ramsey blue line. They get their second power play, and they need a goal. They trail 3-2 with 8 minutes and 46 seconds to play in the second half. Now here comes Ramsey in over the line. Junt.
That's Richfield's run out for cross-checking at 8:46.
And he is shouldered off the play. Now Kazergod on the right corner. Tried to carry it out, couldn't get it out. Now it's thrown back in front. And it's picked up there on the near side by Markwell. He plays it ahead up the near boards, and it comes to center. Lubke feeds it ahead. And it's played down with a glove, and here comes Markwell over the line. Through a screen, he shoots it, and it's deflected wide of Hesse's goal to his left. Now Cheeseman looks to center. That's broken up, and now here comes Ramsey back, but they're 2 against 3. But Brownshausen has the puck. He feeds it through, and Lubke unable to steer it towards the goal. He goes back for it. Lubke centers it, and up the slot. Brownshausen on his backhand. Now he feeds it across. Nice idea there, but there was nobody home to tip it. Under a minute to go in the power play. Centering pass. Brownshausen takes a shot. Save made. And a follow-up. They score. Loose at the left edge, and a question of who touched that one last. Lubke had a swipe at it. I don't think he hit it, and we'll see how this works out, but it is a power play goal, and Ramsey's got the game tied with 7:34 left. We'll see who gets credit for this. And it's going to be Zach Zimmerman getting credit for it.
This is by number 24, Cameron Luke, and number 22, Cole Brownshausen. Time of the goal, 7 minutes and 34 seconds. That's Ramsey Zimmerman on the power play from Luke and Brownshausen.
Lukey and Brownshausen. And the time of that goal, 12 minutes and 24 seconds on the power play. Face-off coming all the way back in the Richield zone. 7:01 to play. And now here comes Richield down the near wing. Check that. Ramsey, Kwame. Now Richield has possession of the puck. Under 7 minutes to play, and here's McNeil. Over the line. McNeil tries a toe drag and is unable to play it around the defender. Comes to the near side, and Kwame feeds the left, and here comes Ramsey back. Seth Carlson shoots, and a glove catch by Larson. Face-off coming up. Play in the slot from the face-off. Fed over to the far side. They still can't get it out of the zone, and it's picked up there by Jack Culkin from Chanhassen. Now a centering pass comes through to the near side, and Siegert lost possession. 6:05 to play in regulation, and here comes Richield back. Carl's over the line. Looks to center it. Ranow takes a shot. Save. Rebound is steered back towards him from behind the goal. And Richield putting on some pressure here with a couple of shots on goal. Ranow behind the net left it. There was no teammate there. And it's now cleared around on the near side. Trying to hold the zone on that side is Perrin. And he does so. Behind the net, Ranow chasing Kellen Conway. The puck fed over to the far side. And cleared ahead. Junt. To Siegert. And he'll sweep it in as his team finishes a change. And back for it for Richield is Perrin. Feeds up the near side, picked up, and Hamry tried to play it ahead, and he couldn't get to it. Now Benolkin feeds it around behind the net. Francisco slows up an outlet pass, cleared around on the near side. Hamry over the line. Hamry threads one through, and it goes all the way through to the far side. Brownshausen trying to play it ahead. It's controlled there by Miner. And here's Zimmerman. Brownshausen on the left. Can't control it. Kazergod turns it back at neutral. Francisco plays it over the line. It's picked up by Dalen Klein, and it ran off his stick. Now a pass. Stepping up for it, looking for it there was Markwell. And he does gain possession. Under 5 to go. Markwell swings past 1. Now swings past 2. Over the line gets past 3. And then his shot goes wide off the stick of Miner. So the fourth time was a charm there. Defensively for Ramsey as the puck is saucered out to center and tipped ahead by Lubke, and it's going to go the length of the ice. No, it's not. Lubke picks it up in the circle, and now it's Brownshausen trying to come out of there with it. And here comes Richield back. Defender slipped on the turn. And now it's carried into the zone by Cheeseman, who dumps it in deep, heads for the bench as they change. Just over 4 minutes to play in the regulation part of our game today. Kyler Flanders clears around on the near side for Kwame. Gave it up, and now here's a shot by Cheeseman and a save. Where's the puck? It's underneath the goaltender. Cole Cheeseman stole it and then went in and got a good scoring opportunity here. 3:50 left. Vikings, I think, might have set a franchise record here. They've just had a 58-yard loss. Here's a shot by Richfield's Hale, goes out over the top of the cage. Sack and fumble. The ball went back over 50 yards before it finally went out of bounds. So the 2nd and 68. What's in the playbook there, I wonder? Probably not very much. Played over to the far side for Richfield. McNeil playing it ahead. 3:17 to go. Cleared up the near side and back into the Ramsey zone where Conway turns it back. Lost possession. McNeil closes in, tried to drag it to his forehand and was unable to connect. And back comes Ramsey. Kwame. And he is hit and goes down. Ramsey looking to center it. This is Junt, and he is ridden off the puck in the left corner. Now here's a shot by Rano right on and a save made. And it appears the stats were wrong. Instead, it is a touchdown. NFL.com, it's the opening week of the season for them too. So forget what we said earlier, because if you pick up a 2nd and 68, you deserve whatever you get, but evidently that was never the case. So anyhow, here we have a 3-3 tie with 2:17 to go, and over the line comes Rano. He winds, he shoots, and it's off Hesse, and it might have caught the post as well. Here's a shot from center point by Perrin that goes wide. Rebound off the end boards, and it's cleared over to the far side. Here comes Ramsey back. Pass through center, and Siegert over the line. He is knocked down. There's going to be a penalty to Richield, and Perrin is going to go for knocking a player into the boards. With under 2 minutes to play, a delayed penalty coming, and behind the goal, some nice work there by Ramsey's Zach Zimmerman to keep possession for his team. Here's a shot whistled towards the net, and it's deflected wide. Karam off the inboards, and Ramsey's putting on great pressure. Miner with the initial shot, fed over to the near side to Benolkin. Top of the circle, they'll feed it around. 90 seconds in regulation time, and now it's going to run towards the point. It's cleared. No, it's not. And the penalty still upcoming. Now finally it's touched by Rano, and now the delayed penalty will be called. It is a body check with 1:20 to play, and it will put Ramsey on the power play. Barring any future penalties for the rest of regulation, they'll take their timeout and talk about it. And heading to the penalty box for Richfield is Gabriel Perrin. Time of the penalty, 19 minutes and 40 seconds. They would play a 5-minute running time overtime. We've already seen that.
Time of the penalty, 1 minute and 20 seconds. That's Richfield's Perrin for body checking at 1:20.
Oh, that's what happened. They had a reversal. They had reversed the decision on the fumble, and then the NFL.com put it at the wrong 23-yard line. They put it at the Vikings 23 instead of Atlanta's 23. That makes a lot more sense. And after that, Dalvin Cook went in for a touchdown. And it's 14-0 Vikings right now. And the Twins getting ready to get started against Cleveland. That game, though, doesn't start until after 1 o'clock. So here we have a 3-3 tie and a power play upcoming for Ramsey as they attempt to win this game in regulation time. So it is a 2-touchdown lead in the first quarter for the boys in purple. Face-off coming up to the left of the Ramsey goal. Now a shot from the faceoff as the power play starts by Miner, comes through to the far side. Now Miner has it again at center point. He takes the shot. It is deflected wide of Larson's goal. Last minute of play in regulation, and we'll see if Ramsey can come up with something here on this man advantage. They feed the point, and it gets past Miner. It comes all the way back. So he has to come back for it. 50 seconds to go. Fed up the near wing, and it's played to center, and here they come. Brownshausen is over the line, tries to split the defense, and comes through all the way to the near side, gets possession on the inboards, and then finally had it run off his stick. But they'll set up. And here's a shot. They score! Hardacre takes the shot and scores a power play goal, his second of the game. And it comes with 32 seconds to go, 20 minutes and 27 seconds. There's 32.4 seconds to go in the game, so 20:27 is the time of that goal. And Richield takes its timeout. Now they have to come up with a tying goal in just over half a minute. They took a 2-goal lead in this game, only to see Ramsey come storming back. Ramsey beat them by 1 goal just yesterday as well. And this will be a tough way to end this experience for them as they face a 1-goal deficit again here. See if there's anything in the playbook here for a goal in 32.4 seconds. 2 more games to go. The girls' major final is coming up. And the boys' major will follow. So Hardacre getting the goal. Siegert and Miner get assists on the power play goal by Hardacre, and that has us at 4-3. We'll start with the goaltender Larson in goal. Francisco on the face-off, and they win possession, does Richield, but not a lot of time to play with here. Now the goaltender is coming off. Francisco lost it in the circle, but Cheeseman carries on. Sharp angle shot. Francisco chopped the rebound wide. And he goes to the far boards. They try to come out, loose at the left side, and now they score! We're going to flip it over the top, and it wound up going into the net with 9 seconds left, and they tie it up. So they found the tying goal with the goaltender on the bench for a 6th skater, and Richield has tied it up. They're seeing McNeil. The puck was deflected high in the air and landed behind Hesse.
Richield Spartans goal scored by number 3, Gavin McNeil.
McNeil, the goal as the regulation comes out. Regulation time runs out, I should say. 20 minutes and 50 seconds. And it is a 4-4 tie. McNeil took a poke at it, and it deflected high in the air and floated over the goaltender, Hesse, and into the net. So we go to a 5-minute overtime. with the teams even at 4 apiece. All right, here we go, face off. And to overtime we go. Kazergod for Richield. Over the line. He plays it behind the net. Tried to center it. It's going to come all the way through to the left side. Cheeseman's shot. That's blocked. Kazergod crashes in. Rebound on his backhand. Tried to throw it in front. And it comes through to the right point, and Perrin will play it down to the far side boards. Cleared. Past Perrin and out to center. Kazergod there to clean it up, but he chopped it into his bench and will get a stoppage. This is running time in overtime, so this will take a few seconds off the clock. They dropped the puck with just over 3:15 to play in the overtime, and it's controlled by Ramsey. Girls minor game went to a shootout as well. So seen some pretty good hockey here this afternoon. Here's Francisco in over the line. He throws it across to the right, a chance. Oh, and it was deflected by the goaltender, Hesse. That was a big stop. As Cheeseman closing in for it, and now players from both teams trying to dig it out. Cheeseman does finally for Richield. Can't get it in front of the goal, played behind the net. Swept over to the far side to Seth Carlson, and here comes Ramsey back. 2.5 minutes to go. Carlson had it poke checked away. Francisco plays it and then feeds the left. He heads for the benches. They're changing. And now it's cleared to center, and here comes Ramsey down the near wing. It's too far for Jack Culkin of Chanhassen, and now playing it through neutral ice is Hamry over the line for Richield. Hamry is slowed up against the boards. Fitzgerald, neat play to make space for himself there, comes to the near side with 2 minutes left. He feeds the puck ahead, and Culkin can't get it into the zone. Loose at neutral ice, and Siegert feeds it over to the left side, and here comes Ramsey back. Vandertop, and let's check that 19 instead of 9, which makes it Keaton Junt. And now here comes Richield back. Team's changing, and Ranow into the slot area. He goes down. Puck played past Kazergod to center, and it's controlled there and shot back in by Peckham. And controlled by Ramsey with 90 seconds to go in overtime. Pass to center, and Peckham picks it up. Back into his zone, and they're going to give up possession. It's controlled there by Brownshausen, and he falls. And here comes out of the corner, Brownshausen centers it, and Lubke at the right edge had to go off the heel end of his stick. Minute 8 on the power play, and here comes Richield back. And this is Peckham. He centers it. Francisco backhand centering pass shot. They score! And Richield has won the game in overtime. Nice pass by Francisco. And the game is over.
Overtime goal scored by number 17.
And it's TJ Hale.
Assisted by number 13, A.J. Francisco. Time of the overtime goal, 58 seconds. That's Richfield's Hale from Francisco.
4:02 of the overtime. And the player of the tournament named, and it is Cole Brownshausen from Ramsey. It was the leading scorer in his tournament, 6 goals and 4 assists for 10 points. So he will get the nod as the player of the tournament. And we'll get that announcement and the trophy presentation, and then come back with our girls major final. After this, Jeff Pappas saying thank you for watching on the Youth Hockey Hub. Back in about 20 minutes with our third game of the day, the girls major final here at the PeeWee Challenge.
And champion trophy Just like to say a couple of words of thanks to the coaching staffs of Richield and Ramsey, Seegert, Routhausen, the gang over here. Thank you very much for both coaches putting in the time this weekend, making sure all these kids got to know each other and get their jerseys and have a good time. So a big shout out to the coaches on both sides of the ice. Congratulations to Richield and Ramsey for making it to the championship game. Another great game. They had another great one yesterday, another one today. On the Ramsey side of the ice, great performance on their defense, great goaltending from everybody up front. Great work from the boys from Richield. Gavin McNeil had a great tournament. TJ Hale scores the game-winning goal. Exciting moment for him. Our tournament MVP from Stillwater on the Ramsey side is Cole Brownshauser. And congratulations to Richield. Please come forward to accept your championship trophy.